Today, we're pulling back the curtain on the hidden world of psychological manipulation. We're going to uncover those subtle tactics people use to control conversations and, most importantly, show you exactly how to build a mental shield to protect yourself.
So, let me ask you this. Have you ever walked away from a talk with someone and you don't feel angry, exactly, but just foggy, kind of drained, and maybe even feeling like you're to blame for something, but you can't put your finger on what? Well, that feeling, that's exactly what we're getting into today.
If any of that sounds familiar, listen, you're not imagining things. That emotional fog is a huge red flag for manipulation. But here's the good news. The second you can name the tactic, you start to take away its power. So let's get right to it.
All right, first up, we're tackling a big one, a word you've probably heard a million times: gaslighting. It's more than just a buzzword, though. Its entire purpose is to systematically, piece by piece, make you doubt the very ground you stand on.
Here's the thing you have to understand. Gaslighting isn't just lying. It's a calculated strategy designed to make you feel like you're the one who's going crazy. And you know why it works so well? Because we are all hardwired to want a stable, shared sense of reality. When someone attacks that, it throws everything off balance. And that's when they can swoop in and control the narrative and you. And this cycle is just so insidious. It kicks off with them denying something that clearly happened. Then, when you push back, the focus suddenly shifts. All of a sudden, it's not about what they said or did, it's about you being too sensitive or misremembering. If this happens enough, that last step is almost guaranteed. You start to second-guess yourself, thinking, wow, maybe I am the crazy one.
This phrase right here, this is a masterclass in gaslighting. It's so dismissive. It's not just saying you're wrong, it's saying your reality is wrong. It turns your own memory into a work of fiction.
Okay, next up we have a tactic that's like the favorite cousin of gaslighting: victim framing. This is that wild move where the manipulator completely flips the script and avoids all responsibility by pretending that they're the one who's been wronged.
So instead of talking about what they did, they somehow manage to paint you as the aggressor for just bringing it up. And just like that, in a split second, they've become the victim and you've been cast as the villain.
Oh, just listen to the layers in this sentence. It's a perfect storm. First, it labels your completely valid concern as an attack. Then, it throws in a guilt trip about all the favors they've done for you, and poof, the conversation isn't about their actions anymore. Now, it's about your so-called ingratitude. It's brilliant in the worst way.
So we've gone from a really loud tactic to one that uses the exact opposite. Our third tactic is maybe the most subtle, because on the surface, it's nothing. It's silence. But trust me, strategic silence is anything but empty. It's a power play, plain and simple.
And that's the absolute key difference here. This is not someone taking a healthy break to cool off. This is the silent treatment used as a weapon. The goal is to make you so anxious, so desperate to break the silence, that you end up doing anything to make it stop, which often means apologizing for something that was never your fault in the first place.
See, a healthy pause is all about saving the relationship. It's about de-escalation, and it's usually communicated. Strategic silence, on the other hand, is about domination. It's unexplained, and it's meant to punish. One builds trust, the other just destroys it. Okay, so we've identified the playbook. Now we get to the most important part, your defense. And this isn't about fighting back with more mind games. It's about building your own personal toolkit to protect your mind and your boundaries.
Please, remember this. You are not powerless here, not at all. Just being able to recognize the tactic as it's happening is the biggest and most critical step you can take to disarm it. From that point on, you can start to take back control of the conversation and, more importantly, your own peace of mind.
This three-step strategy is your roadmap out. It's super simple. First, identify. In your own head, just name what's happening. Oh, okay, this is victim framing. It instantly cuts through that confusion. Second, anchor. You have to ground yourself in your reality. Tell yourself, what I saw, what I heard, what I feel, it's valid. That's your shield. And finally, state your boundary. You don't have to win, you just have to stop playing their game.
And here are the actual tools you can use. Notice that none of these are aggressive, right? They're assertive. They don't invite a debate, they shut it down. A simple, I'm not going to argue about what happened, just completely short-circuits a gaslighting attempt. You're refusing to play. Or another great one, we can talk again when you're ready to have a respectful conversation. That puts the responsibility right back on them to change their behavior.
And this, right here, is the ultimate takeaway. Manipulators thrive on drama. They love conflict. Trying to win an argument with one is like playing chess with a pigeon. It's just going to knock over all the pieces, make a mess, and then strut around like it won anyway. Your goal is to just walk away from the board and protect your own peace.
So, we've laid it all out, the playbook and your defense. You now have the ability to see what was once invisible. The only question left is, what are you going to do with your newfound power? How will you use it to protect your peace?